Namaste all of you. Stay home and stay safe. So already we discussed nutrition in plants, nutrition in lower organisms like amoeba and paramecium. Today I will explain human digestive system, nutrition in human beings, and how digestion takes place in digestive system. Here this is the structure of the human digestive system. So digestive system is a group of organs and associated with digestive glands. So digestive system is a group of organs and associated with digestive glands. Here the digestive organs forms a continuous canal. So that canal is called alimentary canal. Alimentary canal starting with mouth and ending with anus. See, digestive system means group of organs and associated with glands. Here this digestive system organs, they continuously form a canal. So this canal is called alimentary canal. Alimentary canal starting with the mouth and ending with the anus. So the first part of the digestive system is mouth, and the digestive system ends with anus. Okay. So this is the first part of the digestive system. Mouth opens into oral cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. So these are the parts are present in digestive system. So the first part of the digestive system, mouth. So this is our mouth. Okay. So this is our mouth. It is surrounded by two lips, upper lip and lower lip. Here what is the function of the mouth means mouth helps in phonation or speech, and mouth holding the food material, that is the function of the mouth. So mouth leads into oral cavity. So this is our oral cavity. It is also called buccal cavity. It is also called mouth cavity. So see this. So this is upper jaw and this is lower jaw. This is upper jaw and this is lower jaw. So the mouth cavity present between the upper jaw and lower jaw. So this is the mouth cavity. This is the mouth cavity present between the upper jaw and lower jaw. Okay. Here the mouth cavity upper side palate is present. This is the palate. And the mouth cavity lower side tongue is present. This is the tongue. And mouth cavity lateral side means this side and this side cheeks are present. Okay. So this is the mouth cavity. And next, tongue. So here in mouth cavity tongue is present. So in mouth cavity tongue is present. So this tongue helps in mix the food materials with the saliva. That is the function of the tongue. Another function of the tongue help in speech, and the tongue cleans the teeth. So tongue cleans the teeth and move the food materials from one corner of the mouth to another corner, and pushes the food materials towards the teeth and help in phonation, it means speech, and clean the teeth. So tongue act as a movable spoon during drinking. So we are using stainless steel spoons. They are not bending, they are not movable. So here our tongue acts as a movable spoon during the drinking. So this is the function of the tongue. And next, teeth. Here teeth help in physical digestion. Physical digestion means teeth break the food materials into small pieces. 32 number of teeth present in our mouth cavity. So here teeth break down the food materials into small pieces. That is the function of the teeth. Okay. So here salivary glands in our mouth produces saliva. So salivary glands in our mouth produces saliva. Okay. So where salivary glands located in our mouth region? See here. See, 3 pairs of salivary glands present in our mouth region. 3 pairs of salivary glands. Okay. So first one is parotid. Second pair of salivary glands, submandibular, sublingual. Three pairs of salivary glands present in our mouth. So parotid glands, submandibular glands, sublingual glands. Here parotid glands means here where parotid glands are located in our mouth region, or where parotid glands are located means below the ear. This is the location of the parotid glands. Here parotid means below the ear. So here salivary glands are three pairs. So first pair of salivary glands is called parotid glands. Location is below the ear. Parotid means below the ear. And next one is submandibular glands. Submandibular glands means here this is lower jaw. So this is the only movable bone in our cranium. This is the only movable bone. So this is upper jaw, we cannot move, and this is lower jaw, we can move. This is the only movable bone. This lower jaw is called mandible. So this lower jaw is called mandible. So here second pair of salivary glands located angles of the lower jaw. Angles of the lower jaw. This is lower jaw. This is mandible. So angles of the lower jaw. So second pair of submandibular salivary glands located here. And next one is sublingual. So this is our tongue. So this is our tongue. Here sublingual glands location is here. Lingua means tongue. So these glands are located below the tongue. So these glands are located below the tongue. Salivary glands in our mouth produces saliva. So these glands secretion directly released into oral cavity or mouth cavity through the ducts. So through ducts, these salivary gland secretions directly released into mouth cavity. So salivary gland secretions help in digestion. How salivary gland secretion help in digestion means here saliva released in mouth cavity. Here saliva contains 98% of water. So saliva contains 98% of water. Here saliva contains 98% of water, remaining mucus, and next one is lysozyme, water, amylase. Here mucus maintains the moistness. Lysozyme is present in saliva. That lysozyme kills the bacteria present in food materials. Water, 98% water is present. Amylase. This is the enzyme present in saliva. It is also called ptyalin. So enzyme present in saliva also called ptyalin. It is also called salivary amylase. So the salivary amylase function is salivary amylase acts on starch. Salivary amylase acts on starch. So break down the starch into dextrins and maltose. Simple sugar. Starch is a complex food material. So break down the starch into dextrins and maltose. That is the function of the salivary amylase. Lysozyme function is to kill the bacteria. 98% water is present. Here salivary glands acts on starch. Not only break down the starch, at the same time the saliva maintain the moistness in our mouth, in our lips, and in our cheeks and in our tongue. So they maintain the moistness in our mouth cavity. That is the function of the saliva. Healthy person secretes 1 to 1.5 liters of saliva. One healthy person, they secrete 1 to 1.5 liters of saliva. One healthy person in his lifetime produces saliva can fill 2 swimming pools. In his lifetime, one person produces saliva, so that saliva can fill 2 swimming pools. So that is the amount of saliva produced by human beings. So 98% of water is present in saliva, and mucus is present. Lysozyme is present. Lysozyme function is to kill the bacteria present in food materials, and water is present. Already I told you, water 98% in saliva, Amylase, it is also called ptyalin. This is the digestive enzyme, break down the starch into dextrins and maltose. Okay, so here when we put the food materials into the mouth, immediately, so the saliva secretion increases when we smell or when we taste the food materials. That is the function, that is the amount of saliva. So the saliva amount is decreases when we go to the bed. Okay, so food is a combination of different types of nutrients. Suppose the food materials contain starch, immediately the amylase break down the starch into dextrins and maltose. Okay, so here saliva mix with food materials with the help of tongue. So tongue mix the food materials with saliva, and teeth break down the food materials into small pieces. So teeth crush the food materials and ground the food materials, and finally the inside the mouth cavity, the food materials are converted into ball-like structure. So after chewing, so teeth break down the food materials into small pieces, saliva add moistness to the food materials. So here the food materials are converted into ball-like structure. So here food is converted into ball-like structure. So food is converted into ball-like structure. This is our food pipe. So this is our food pipe. So food is converted into ball-like structure. This is the food. So after chewing, food is converted into, chewing is also called mastication. So chewing or mastication means teeth break down the food materials into small pieces and tongue mix the food materials with saliva. Food is converted into ball-like structure. So this ball-like structure is called, so food is converted into ball-like structure. This ball-like food materials are called bolus. Bolus. In Latin words, bolus means ball. So food is converted in mouth cavity, food is converted into ball. So here bolus enter into food pipe. So tongue help in swallowing. So the bolus swallowed by tongue. So tongue pushes the food materials into pharynx region. So tongue help in swallowing. So bolus swallowed by tongue, and food enter into food pipe. Food enter into food pipe. It is also called esophagus. So food enter into food pipe. It is also called esophagus. So here this is esophagus. The esophagus is made up of muscles. So the contraction and expansion of muscles. The contraction and expansion of muscles down the food materials towards the stomach. So the contraction and expansion of muscles down the food materials or pushes the food materials towards the stomach. Okay, so the expansion and contraction of these muscles movement is called peristaltic movement. So peristaltic movement, food moves downwards and towards the stomach. Further digestion takes place in stomach region. So further digestion takes place in stomach region. Only in mouth region carbohydrates only digested or starch break down into dextrins and sugars. Remaining nutrients and remaining food materials digestion takes place in stomach region. Here digestion starts in mouth and ends in small intestine. Okay, so digestion starts in mouth and ends in small intestine. What is the role of large intestine we will discuss later, but digestion starts in mouth and ends in small intestine. Okay, next class we will discuss what is the process takes place in stomach region and what type of food materials are digestion takes place in stomach region. Thank you.